What's going on, guys? So in this video we're going to be talking about 7 very specific fragrances. So we talk about stuff that's intoxicating, stuff that garners a lot of positive attention, great everyday wears, but it's been a while since we've really discussed some fun, casual, day-off type of fragrances. The kind of stuff that, is just playful, just enjoyable type of things that maybe is a little too juvenile in some ways, maybe too sweet, too much like candy, too tropical, any of these things for your workplace setting, and definitely not the best choice for evening wear. But on that day off when you got something to do, you're going somewhere, you're going, you know, have an adventure of some kind, you just want one of those fun fragrances. So in this video, I've got 7 of my personal favorites, and we're going to talk about each one individually and why I feel that way about them. So stay tuned. Starting with Jean-Paul Gaultier's Beau Eau de Toilette. This is just such a fun fragrance for me. Very simplistic. It's tonka bean and coconut. I believe bergamot is listed as well, which does add a little bit of freshness, but a little bit of a sunscreen vibe, but it's overall just very tropical, fresh, sweet, and a little powdery. It's just enjoyable. It's a relaxing, chill vibe type of fragrance. It's great for a day out, especially if you're in those warmer climates, high humidity. Fragrances like this are going to be an absolute joy to wear. On my skin, I actually get fantastic performance, well above average, bordering into that beast mode longevity territory. Not the strongest fragrance off of my skin. First 2 hours, it's actually very noticeable, but then it starts to sit much closer to the skin. I know not everybody gets the kind of performance I do. This one just really jives with my skin, and I'm a huge fan of this DNA. I'm a big fan of the Le Parfum as well. But this one in particular, I think that one's great for evenings when you like something a little more tropical and sweet, whereas just the enhanced lightness and freshness of this version of Le Beau, I think is just a great, fun, casual day scent. It just is, regardless of time of year, especially in the spring and summer, though. My first pick for this topic, definitely Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Eau de Toilette. Next is one of the most hype sub $20 fragrances money can buy. You can get this one for $15 from Joma Shop. I have links to everything down below. This is Lataffa's Kedafasan. Beautiful pineapple, light spiced woods fragrance. This is really good stuff. Average performer, nothing spectacular. Not a beast by any means, but $15 for this, guys. Very tropical, yet very grounded at the same time. Like I said, there's a little bit of a fresh, spicy tone to it in the back of this, ripe and juicy, lightly sweetened pineapple note. There's other citruses in here as well, but that's really what's going to stand out to you. That's what stands out to me. And like I said, there's a lot of woods here. I get a very strong woody base, like a fresh woody vetiver cedar type of combo. I don't even recall ever looking at the notes once on this. I just go off of the feeling and the smells I get from this one, and that's what it smells like to me. Pretty sure everything I just said is in that fragrance note breakdown, but who knows? Like I said, I've never looked at the note breakdown, but this is one that's worthy of a blind buy. This is a great day off scent. This is just fun. Hence the topic. It's all about fun fragrances for that casual off day. You're just, hat and a t-shirt like I'm rolling with right now, going out and about doing whatever, whether you're hitting the outlets, you're the shopping type, or you're the type that likes to do something more active, I guess you could say, go and play golf, going to Top Golf, for example. That's always a fun time. Have some drinks, some wings, and hit some golf balls, right? Situations like that, going bowling, whatever you like to do with friends, family, significant other. Fragrances like this are just something a little different that they've probably not smelled. That's just going to be an absolute joy of a wearing experience for you. And that's what this video topic's all about. And fragrances like this, especially for the money. I mean, you can't help but think about how it's only $15. This one is really fun to wear. This is just a joy of a scent. It smells great. It's Latava Kedafasan. Now this one is a little polarizing. It's not for everybody. This is for the candy lovers out there. If you like candy sweet fragrances, you might jive with this one. It's sour and sweet at the top, and then it dries into this creamy vanilla. It's very unique. It is a little on the harsh side at first because it's just so sickeningly sweet. Like I said, it's replicating a candy. This is from Making Sense in collaboration with my buddy and Unaverage Joe. This is called Unaverage Patch. It's based around, as you can see in the label, Sour Patch Kids. And it replicates it very, very well. Michael Dinsmore did a fantastic job with this one. This is a fun, going Cosmo bowling. Think about that. Just these laid back, having a good time, competitive spirit, that's why I say bowling, Top Golf, things like that, where you just going to the movies, just a fun time. This is that kind of fragrance. That's literally the only situations that I can even think of wearing this one, because it's so specific and evokes such a certain feeling of just fun, juvenile, youthful, playful. It smells like Sour Patch Kids. If you can get away from some of that sour and give it a few minutes, if you're not a fan of the opening, because I know some people, the opening's a bit much for them. When that creamy vanilla really starts to settle in, the dry down on this one is something special. This, to this day, is the best-selling fragrance ever from Michael Densmore's brand Makin Scents, and for good reason. It's a fun fragrance. This is the first fragrance that came to mind when I thought about this particular topic, because definitely not a good work scent. Not in my opinion anyways. Professional settings, this is way too much of a candy smell. Just sickeningly sweet, sour sweet and creamy. And then date nights, I can't imagine. I mean, younger fellas, maybe teenagers could probably pull this one off, you know, but as far as the ideal setting, it's these fun casual events and adventures that you go out on the weekends, Friday nights, a day off, whatever the case. This is probably the best of the bunch for me when it comes to just a fun scent for a casual outing. This is the way to go. I'm telling you, if you like candy scent, you want something different, Makin Scents Unaverage Patch might be worth trying. This one may be a little bit of a surprise to some, probably the most surprising of all the 7 fragrances in this video, because it's so simplistic, but it's such a casual, laid-back vibe. It's grapefruit and sage, the cool water flanker. So there was a stretch last year where I just kept going back to this one. You could find it pretty easily in the rack stores in the $25, $30 range for this 4.2 ounce. I want to say I paid $25 or $28 for this. And it just smells so damn good. The grapefruit here is a little on the creamy side. It's not a real acidic and tart grapefruit. It's, like I said, it's very subdued in many ways. It's creamy, and there's a fresh, spicy, musky, aromatic tone to this fragrance. It's a simplistic note breakdown, but it's hard to believe it's just grapefruit and sage. But you do smell grapefruit and sage. There's no two ways about it. It's actually a really good performer on my skin too. I don't need a lot of sprays. This is a 4 to 5 spray fragrance at best for me. And it's super versatile. You can get away with wearing this one to work and doing all the different things. Good daily wear type of fragrance. But it's so casual and laid back with the vibe that the scent profile gives off that I think this is just a fantastic casual day off type of scent that fits all of the things that we've discussed so far. So if you see this one out and about, and I'll try to find a link somewhere online, because it was a limited edition flanker. I don't know how easy it is to find online right now, but if you see it pop up in the rack store, there was a moment in time last year when it had a little bit of hype when it was hitting the rack stores for people to grab it, and I fell into the hype, and I'm glad I grabbed it because it's actually really, really nice. One of my favorite versions of Cool Water. It's a very fun fragrance in my opinion. It's Davidoff Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. This next one's a really fun one in my opinion. I'm actually kind of saving it. I've only worn it one time since I got it and done a few test sprays. This is an absolute delight. This is such a great tropical fresh scent. This is one that I picked up. My buddy Steve that owns Kingdom Fragrances sent my way. It was kind of a surprise that he sent to me. Absolutely love it. I got to try more from this house. It's from the house of Zimmer Parfums. This is Strange Paradise. This is pineapple, coconut, yellow florals, white florals. It's a little boozy, clean and musky. It's not a powerhouse, but damn does it smell good. A little bit of that fresh cut open coconut type of smell. A little bit of the sunscreen vibe. The rum really warms it up here. It's a very clean white musk. And the florals here are very fun. Lang-a-lang, jasmine, stuff like that. The white floral, yellow floral combo that kind of gives this fresh garden, tropical by the beach type of vibe. This is a great summertime vacation fragrance, if you will. And this is one of the first fragrances besides Unaverage Patch. This was like the second fragrance I thought of because it is such a fun, casual day off. Beach vacation. You think vacations for sure when it comes to this one. This goes right back into what I was talking about a few minutes ago about if you're in a high humidity, hot weather climate. Stuff like this is going to shine. You're going to get some good performance with projection and sillage out of it. Being out in, let's say, that southeast Texas heat, for example, Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, the whole Gulf Coast region in general. That high humidity down by the beaches. This is a great fragrance for stuff like that. Again, I'm kind of hoarding it and holding it off till summertime hits. because it's really going to shine in the high heat. Can you wear this one anytime that you're just looking for that casual, playful scent profile that kind of doesn't smell like everything else that people are going to be wearing around you? Sure, it works for all of it. I just can't see myself reaching for this while I'm still getting snow on the ground. But when that heat starts rolling around, I am definitely going to be throwing this one in the rotation. One of the better coconut tropical floral scents I've ever smelled. Zimmer Parfums Strange Paradise. This next one, at the recording of this, they're not available to buy yet. So Sonny, that owns Authenticity Perfumes, got in a severe car accident. Speedy recovery. Everything on the Authenticity website is marked as sold out until April 1st. Then you can purchase things again, because I know people are going to ask in the comments when I go to talking about Summer Vibes 4.0. It is back for this year. One of the best pineapple fragrances of all time. I know we already talked about another pineapple fragrance. Strange Paradise had pineapple and coconut. There's technically 3 fragrances here that feature a prominent pineapple. But this is the best of the 3, from my taste. Fursan from Lataffa, not the same scent profile. Strange Paradise, not the same scent profile. But this is iced pineapple. You guys have heard me say it before. This is my favorite Authenticity fragrance. I'm so glad he brought it back for summer 2023. Summer Vibes 2.0, the light green label, the lime green color was always my favorite. This one has far surpassed it. It's a very clean, musky tone. There's aquatic notes here that intensify and enhance the juiciness of this pineapple. There's a mint leaf here that adds kind of that frosted, icy feeling to this. When I tell you, this is awesome, magnificent, unisex, and playful. Great high heat, casual day off type of fragrance. You can get away with this one for anything, especially in the heat. And it's a 50% oil concentration. Performance, no slouch. Best performer in this video besides one other fragrance. This is one of the 2 strongest fragrances, strongest and long lasting in this video. Absolutely worth trying. If you value my opinion at all, this is my favorite pineapple fragrance and my favorite from the house. So don't rush out to buy it if you've never tried it before. See if you can get a sample when everything goes back live on the website again on April 1st. But man, I couldn't have this video topic without this one. Authenticity Perfumes, Summer Vibes 4.0. So just like Summer Vibes 4.0's 50% oil beast, this is the other beast that's also 50% oil. And what makes this the most fun fragrance from the house is its unique blend of 2 of the most tropical scents they have. It's a combination of City Rhythm Miami Tropical Seduction and a combination of City Rhythm San Diego Pacific Sunset. This is City Rhythm 2654 Red Line. This fragrance, see how it says Miami, then the flight to San Diego. So this has the tropical notes. This has the sea salt tone, has the booziness, all the tropical fruitiness, the earthy florals, the muskiness, that sea breeze feel, saltwater tone. This is such a great fragrance. Until New Orleans came out, New Orleans Jazz and Booze, the boozy gourmand, bourbon-heavy praline fragrance from City Rhythm, which is my current favorite from the house. This was my favorite because San Diego and Miami were my top 2. Then they were masterfully blended into a hybrid. And this is my opinion. Of course, Miami individually and San Diego individually can't touch this. This is far superior when combined, the way it was balanced to bring the 2 DNAs to life, where you do smell many nuances from each individually that also create a new aura and nuance and accords that the others separately didn't really have. This is just so good. It's worth a sample, guys. From the City Rhythm website, you can definitely get samples. This one's so good. And like I said before, I had to spray it again. It's so damn good. Like I said before, 50% oil concentration, super long lasting, strong sillage on this one. Sprayers beware. It can be a lot. You might even go nose blind to it and overspray the hell out of this thing. You don't need a lot of sprays and it's going to last you all day. Probably the most fun of them all. I kind of saved the best for last in some ways. While I love all 7 of these, this one's pretty damn hard to beat when we're talking fun, casual, day off type of scents. City Rhythm 2654 takes the cake. Well, that's the 7 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What's kind of that go-to casual day when you're going on some sort of adventure on your day off. That fragrance, especially in the warmer weather. What is that fragrance that you reach for, or that set of fragrances? I could have done more than 7, but what's life without a little bit of whimsy? Let's be whimsical. Why do 10? Why do 15? Why do 5? From time to time, I like to do 7. So we did 7 here, and these are all wonderful, wonderful, playful, laid back, chill vibe, casual, fun fragrances. Hence the topic. I don't even know how I'm going to word the damn title, but there's a bunch of different adjectives that I could use, and I have at my disposal that are good ways to describe these 7 scents. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the 7 featured in this video and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.